Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, all right. How's everybody doing this evening? My name is Johnny, and this is live with Johnny. Yeah, it is a Saturday night. We chilling in the studio, um, just like going over news and things like that. That I heard during the week, and I heard this story. I'd be so busy, like I don't really have time to really focus on everything because especially with the president, there is so much news out there. Like it's hard to keep up, right? So things just like fly by, and you don't really have a chance to even grasp it all. Like the news is going on, like people getting shot and people getting killed in like natural disasters. We had a natural disaster here, and you look on the news and like those things you don't really see on the news because there's so much stuff about the president. Like he's consuming so much of our everyday life. That's like how a dictator comes across. He just wants you to focus on him, and people are miserable. People are in a panic, like they don't know if they're going or coming. Like all that has to do with what, or the state of mind they're trying to put you in and keep you in. I really do believe that. We got this video we want y'all to see. This is crazy, man. This story just and I haven't really seen it all, but what it's talking about is a toddler supposedly got shot at a Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, a Walmart over diapers. Like, what the hell is this all about? Why are they so quick to pull the trigger on us? So let's just take a look, and I want y'all to just consume it and tell me what y'all think. This is crazy.
Folks, we started as an alleged shoplifting incident in Mississippi turned into the tragic death of a one-year-old black boy. The Senatobia, Mississippi police officer. First of all, let's walk through what happened, okay? First and foremost.
Yes, please.
Cops were called and allegation that someone was shoplifting. Cops show up. They see two adults walking out with a child, get into a car. All of a sudden, cops fire into the car. Now, the woman in the car is saying there's a child inside. Doesn't matter. Cops still fire. As a result, this one-year-old kid, I mean, just beyond tragic, is shot and killed. Who's in the car?
Okay, so this is, well, it's sort of what I thought about, but I know. And before I go on, you can. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're going to be on a bunch of other Twitch. But this is one of the things I had talked about with all of the AI slop and them just showing like multiple videos of people shoplifting. Now, when they come to arrest you for shoplifting, they come in with their guns drawn because they already seen like videos, and they're training, they're getting trained in their mind to hate these people. If you know like the history of white people, Caucasian people, and I'm not being racist in any way, for shape, form. Like the one thing, especially with black people, they hate a thief. Like some people, some of these people already think like black people are not worthy or a whole person. It had to take a legislation, a law amended in the Constitution. It means that it wasn't originally in the Constitution, it had to be put in the Constitution, that black people were a whole person. So some of them still don't look like that, still don't look at us as a whole person. But when you're talking about stealing or lying, that's two things. Like they will hate you to where like that's the worst. You the worst of the worst. If you get caught doing any of them two things with white people. So what I'm telling you is, like, that's bad. I've been telling y'all those things are meant to hype them up, and they getting hyped up, and this is how they come in with their guns drawn. So I mean, we have to be careful, y'all.
As a result, protests have been taking place since then for Cohen Wiley. That's the
Right.
young man right there. That cop involved is now on leave. And again, this took place on Sunday, June 14th. And so cops, again, they counter these two adults and child getting to the vehicle. Mississippi Bureau of Investigation said the driver then drove the direction of the officers, nearly striking one of them. That's when an officer fired his weapon, and the vehicle fled the scene. The vehicle later arrived at a local hospital where Wiley was pronounced dead. Another person in the car suffered critical injuries. The mother of Alicia Wiley claimed she showed officers her one-year-old was in the car just moments before the officer fired shots, killing her. Cohen's family is calling for Wiley's family is calling for the release of the officer's body cam video and the Walmart surveillance video. Here is an interview with the mother that Ben Crump posted on social media.
Marcus Keith.
Right. Alicia Wiley.
Valicia Wiley lost her son to the negligence of law enforcement in Senatobia, Mississippi. Can you please tell what happened?
While in the South, yeah.
It was me, my son, and another friend of mine who was at Walmart. As we was leaving out the Walmart, they tried to stop her, but I kept walking because it had nothing to do with me. By the time me and my baby got in the car, she came, and then when we was backing up, they was running out the come. I raised my baby up because they withdrew their gun. She had no tent. I raised my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car. So she was backing up and she hit a car. As I was opening the door, so the door flew back in. By the time I sat my baby down, it was like 3 to 4 shots. One of the shots hit him in his rib cage, and the other shots hit her in her arm and her thigh. And we left and went to Senatobia hospital where he was pronounced dead at the scene. And they told me I wasn't gonna be able to see him until he get back from Jackson. She got airlifted, and the police told me I couldn't leave out the hospital until somewhere I couldn't leave out, couldn't nobody come in. But I ended up walking out, and the crowd was questioning them, asking them what happened. They was like, she was shoplifting, but the passenger,
And see, when that thing happened, like with ICE, you see what happened with ICE, and we didn't protest. I felt like that was a time that we should have been protesting. We should have been out there too, because we know that eventually it's going to come back around to us. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say whether she was not shoplifting, but you have to understand too, with some of these people with no compassion, just the mere thought that she might have been shoplifting, like that's enough. Like your life isn't worth a whole lot to some people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you have to understand that. Like, okay, let's finish watching.
It was me. They wasn't talking about me. They was talking about the driver. But on the little what's it called, self-checkout, they can see, it's cameras, they can see when she got the diapers and walked out. But yeah, they tried to say that she forcefully was trying to drive and hit them, but they was all on the right side and she was driving towards the left. See, they just personally just shot in the car.
Did they try to charge you with anything?
No, they didn't charge me. They ain't charged me with nothing. They just let me go.
See, they got to figure out when they get there. They got to figure out what's going on. If you shoplifting,
but I
get your name and get their name and number and follow them. You know, do your police work. But to sit there and end a life right then and there, like you playing God because you got a gun. If they didn't stop, okay, it's gonna look crazy, but you know, follow up with them. Like, you know, don't do that.
Know if they found anything because it's nothing fine.
Okay.
Tell me what y'all
think. Folks, Ben
Crump,
Crump, the family attorney, is going to be joining us at 7:45. Go to my panel here, Robert. This is, it is still perplexing to me. If Walmart calls the cops, they say someone allegedly shoplifting. And then Here we go again. Reminds me of what happened in Minneapolis. Oh,
What I just
the
say?
car was charging at the
That's it.
officer, and then the officers began shooting. Even though the officers observed, the adults coming out and a child was with them, what I don't understand is, why would you shoot at the car?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is follow the car.
And this is part of the reason that we don't see these things happen in other countries, because other countries don't give every police officer a car or a gun. Normally, you have to be part of a special unit in order to have a gun in other countries, where you give literally anybody who doesn't even need to take college courses in some cases a gun. You have things like this happen. This is clearly wildly negligent what officers did. This is wildly inappropriate to fire into a vehicle not knowing who is in it or what is in it.
Right.
The first thing they teach you when you go to the shooting range, for example, they tell you don't point your gun at anything unless you want to kill or destroy it. Assume that anything you're aiming at, there's something behind it. This is the basics of guns 101 were violated in this situation, and my heart goes out to the family, my heart goes out to the community. But we have to change the way that we police Black communities. You can steal an aircraft carrier and they won't shoot at you, but if you are shoplifting diapers at Walmart, you get shot by the cops. Think about the folks on January 6th who were able to raid the entirety of the White House with impunity and got pardons. But this is the way we police Black communities. This is why we have to go back to President Obama's 21st century framework on law enforcement and go back to this idea, not this Trump law and order ideology, but on this idea of going back to community-based policing and actually having restorative justice ideas. So instead of shooting at somebody over diapers, you're actually able to, one, protect the store and their property, but also protect life and enforce the law without having to escalate situations.
I'll tell you what, Rebecca, the protests have been consistent. Police officers have pulled out gas as well. Y'all can show some of that video, please.
And that's true. Like, I'm gonna stop it there. But if you want to go check it out, check out the video and like the protest, because you're not hearing about this stuff in like mainstream media, and that's what kind of bothers me too. We need to be aware of these things that are going on right here in America. This is not somewhere over in, like, these don't even happen over other countries, just here in America. So, all right, y'all, let me know what y'all think. We're going to get out of here. My name is Johnny. Thank you.